So I would say, like this was also a big journey for us, like really locking down on our niche and, figuring out where do we want to play in that spectrum. Because, like if you're playing this whole game, you better play to win, right? So that was like a big exercise for us. When we had initially started, we were really thinking that, we'll be able to make it at such a low price point that we can serve bottom of the pyramid market, like go to every village. So I in my head there was this number goes on that India has 6 lakh villages. Even if 10% villages don't have water, there's a big market for us. So but then what happens is, like, when we actually build this solution, you take into cost of R&D, manufacturing, everything, plus you have to add profit margins on top, but we see that there's a premium which has to be paid out. We can't supply water at 10, 20, 50 paise per liter. So our water would be like, say, 3, 4, 5 rupees per liter. So then we have to find a certain niche which can absorb that premium, at least initially, till we are, say 5, 10 years out, and it's as affordable as possible. So we locked down on the beverage industry. So why beverage industry? One is it consumes a lot of groundwater. Overall, the beverage industry consumes almost 1500 billion liters of water, and almost 45 to 50% is coming from groundwater sources. So it's a huge amount of water consumption, which currently they are relying on a non-renewable depleting source. But almost 90% in most beverages is water. So that became like a niche, where we can target. And overall, the beverage industry almost a $2 trillion market. So here also, what we thought is, instead of going into, say, mass beverages, which require a lot of scale, a lot of water, let's just focus on, say, premium beverage products, craft products, or rather, just alcoholic products. So what happens is, say you buy a bottle of beer, which is almost 200 rupees, and then the amount of water in that will be, hardly 650 ml to up to 1 liter. So now even if you replace that water with a water which is 2-3 rupees more, your 200 rupee bottle with added margins might become 205 or 210. So that's not a very big difference in, the premium any consumer is paying, and beverage companies could also pass that cost to these consumers. So that was the idea, that, how do you find a product category, or rather an industry, where this cost seems less overall. So beverage industry, really fits that. So beer is just one example. If you take, say, liquor products, whiskey, gin, nowadays these bottles are available at even 1500 to 2000 rupees, and if you add water cost of 2-3 rupee extra, it's gonna get hidden. But for beverage industries, there are two value additions. One is on the back end, they are, saving lots of groundwater, which they would have, like either depleted or used excessively. So they are trying to address some of their sustainability goals. And on from the consumer side, it also gives them a marketing tool in their kitty. So, now water or a beverage is a tangible, water in that is a very tangible thing. So, once you hold a bottle of beer which is made with renewable water, you can also market it in a way that, it's a sustainable beer made from air. So it's also a marketing tool for them. So I would say, kind of becomes like a win-win for beverage industry, for us, for consumers. So beverage industry kind of became our target market. But then we are also looking at some corporates who are trying to eliminate plastic bottles on their campus. So instead of using small plastic bottles from many companies, what they want to do is put a unit, generate water on site, and then fill in refillable bottles. So then also creates, they reduce plastic waste, and the water would have come from groundwater, maybe from 100 kilometers away. So you save a lot of the groundwater, you save a lot of the transportation cost, and all the emissions, CO2 emissions related to that. So in that way, it becomes, more sustainable for us, for the clients, for the planet.